Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is our feed table. See, there's still a couple of them hanging out here, but for the most part, I think I'm going to cut back on the feed for a little bit. I see a lot of nectar in my hives, and I got the question of whether they're backfilling too much and not leaving the queens enough room to lay eggs. So I thought I'd cut them off for a little bit. The only exception is gonna be the newest swarm. I'll give them an inside feeder or a top feeder. You can see the two hives there on the left are the ones we're going to be getting into today. The hive on the left is swarm 3. They're the ones that gave up half of their frames in order to create the splits that we've just been going over. And the colony to the right of that is the newest swarm. So they're going to get their lid. We're going to make a little switch on the lids and see if we got to mix up some more food, which is quite possible. Well, these guys, they're not down in the feed that quickly, which is good. It means I got a little left over. I don't got to make any up. Just a reference, this is where we got the split, and they only had, they got the queen from swarm 3, and they got nurse bees. So it took them a while to turn their nurse bees into forager bees, but that did happen in just a few days. Even down there, if you look at the brooder box, or our breeder box down there, this side, this center section, I see bees coming and going already, and they only received nurse bees also to start with. So doesn't, if they don't got foragers, they turn them over into foragers pretty quick. But we're gonna take a look in here. We haven't seen anything in here in the last 16 days either, except for when we figured out that the queen was here and not over here where we thought we left her. So we're going to switch these two lids. First we'll take a little look in here and see how they're doing with their frames. I gave them a hair bit of smoke in the front, just make sure they're not ready to swarm me coming out the top. Let's see what we look like here. Look like they're doing okay. They originally received 7 frames out of the 15 that made up this colony. It's real easy to see. They got, I'm pretty sure I put 5 full ones in the bottom, so there was 2 full ones on top. These look like it here, or possibly this one. Let's get a little poke in there. They're a little Riley. No one's coming out, but this looks pretty drawn out here. Yeah, they got at least these 3 all drawn out. These outside ones seem to be a little lonely. This one's got something going on now. They got a little build up here in the middle. So that's good. I'm not worried about spreading anything out here. Just wanted to see how they were doing. Maybe we'll pull these 3 center ones out, see if it's just food or if someone's going to appear laying also. That looks like all food. Alright, good. I'm not worried about taking that feeder off here. That's all nectar there. This back side doesn't look like anything's capped, but that looks like just nectar also. I see a little bit of dark comb in here. Maybe this one's got. I should just pull this extra frame out of here. Ain't really nothing on it. Set it to the side, make a little down below. Yeah, looking good. And once again, I don't see any burr comb being built up between my boxes here like I was, so taking off that 1/2 to 3/4 inch seemed to solve that problem. Oh, there we go. She is up here laying. Can you see any of that? There's some eggs in there. Let's see if I can get a little bit better grip on here and turn it towards the sun. Let me just make sure there could be eggs there. There could be a queen on this. Hard to get you guys a good view here. We're just gonna go a little bit in a circle, and maybe there's some sun that'll get you there. But I definitely see larvae. I see some eggs on this left side, which is cool. Also, side note, this is the queen we have yet to see. So, yeah, I see larvae, I see eggs. A little bit of everything mixed in there. Let's take a look at the other side. More eggs, little capped honey up there. Or did I say eggs? I see larvae. I have a hard time seeing eggs, people. But it would be cool if we spotted the queen. Holding this thing with one hand though. Problems. Alright, let's check the last one that they got going here. Maybe switch hands? No. I'll just drop it on my left. Alright, let's see. Ooh, much lighter. That's for sure. Maybe if I just set it down and we take a look. I see, we got the caps. Definitely several days of larvae and eggs up there. Let's get us a view. Does that help? You can see all the different, from the tiniest comma up to pretty big larvae there. So, happy with the laying. It would be cool to spot her. But I really don't even bother looking. I have hardly seen a queen here. I guess if we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hives, I've seen 4. Now the newest swarm, I haven't really looked in there much. We saw that yesterday, but could be eggs here, I'm not sure. Sometimes where that try well, I have a little bit of a change in plans. I took the feeder top off completely. Once I opened up our swarm 8 here, it reminded me that they had almost all their frames drawn out and they were very nectar bound also. So I'm not going to worry about feeding them. I'm going to shut down the feeding station for a little while, and next time I take a look in the hives, we'll make another assessment as to Okay, who's excited? Yeah. Alright, now these guys, I have definitely seen they already got bees coming and going quite a bit. This side, I started seeing it today, so they got some foragers on the loose. I wonder if anybody knows, is there any kind of outside indication that the queen's hatched and everybody's great? You know, just a quieter hive, anything like that? I was kind of hoping we would hear some of that little chirping noise that they kind of make. That's not too much in their way. I'm gonna call it for the north side. We're gonna try the north side. Just picked it randomly. Alright, now I'm sure no one would recommend this, but since I'm new, I think I have an excuse. And on top of that, these are kind of extra. You know, I wouldn't go in the swarm or in the split down there. That has a couple of queen cells that should be hatching. You know, but we're gonna pop this one and just see what's in there. See if any of the, you know, this is our test subject. As a new beekeeper, people should expect me to not be as good as everybody else. Alright. Well, I don't see tons of bees. Let me pull out this blank frame and see if we can take a look at the queen cell that's in there. I believe it would be on the middle. Whoa, what happened there? That was me poking it. Okay, well, let's see. Hopefully I didn't have a total fail here. Oh my god, that is all full of honey. Or nectar. Okay, well that is where I pushed the cells into. And you can see they ate them all out now. I don't see the cells laying on the bottom. So, does that mean she's hatched and running around and everybody else, all the extras got killed? Man, wouldn't this be a great time to know what you're doing? Yeah, I feel the same way. Let's see what's on this other side here. Okay, yeah, this was definitely the one I laid down. You can see those two runs down the side. That's where I had laid it down and cut them off. So this side here, all right, so that's what we were looking at. Those are the ones I cut out on the other side. That was the 7 I cut out. But these two here that were left in, they are definitely out. The bees are in there cleaning them up. So there is queens on the loose. If you got a sharp eye, you might see them. That's awesome. Okay, so that's not nearly as bad as I thought it was. That's just the bees cleaning up where I cut those queen cells out. Now, this other one, I might have stuffed a queen cell or two into this one also, but I'm not sure. I guess not. This one just got the 2 that I didn't mess with, so I figured that was the best chance of anyone surviving my screw-ups. So, I wonder if there's a new queen running around in this box. 2 are hatched. Okay, well, we will count them as hatched. I'll have to look up the time frame. There's, you know, I don't know, they give them like a week and a half or something to get mated. We're having hot, warm weather. I can't say that my guys are filled with drone brood that would be out there for mating, but supposedly they want to mate with drones from another colony anyway. So I guess everything's awesome. I do have a more commercial looking beekeeper down the road from me here. He's got probably like 20 hives sitting in that yard. So hopefully his drones are making drone congregation areas. Read up on that one, or watch videos on that one. Totally interesting stuff there that nobody understands. Well, we're all set up. Seems like everybody has plenty of bees. They're bearding outside pretty good because each of those frames I moved in there was pretty full and had lots of food. So there wasn't a whole lot of room even in between them. They were drawing those frames out super wide. But sticking around and fanning, so hopefully I look in there tomorrow and we'll still have some bees in each one.